And hello, everyone. Welcome back to Frontline in the Trenches, FPL in the Trenches specifically. This is the Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League on Twitter. Frontline Prediction League here on YouTube. Like, favorite, subscribe, follow along, go into our Discord, go in to see the match setups and everything we're going to talk about here. But this is the show talking about the upcoming matches, because that's all we got to do right now. Talk about the road to WrestleMania, some upcoming stuff, lots of fun stuff here to come. I'm Scott, your co-host. Along with me, as always, is BeerMe Jesus. How are you today, BeerMe?
I'm doing pretty good. It got kind of cold again, but other than that, I'm doing all right. Everything's good around my area. How about you?
It's not as cold. It's snowy. It's going to be cold, I think, like tomorrow night and the night after, and that's about it. That's the coldest we're going to have, I think, for the rest of the winter. From what the forecast
that's
says.
not bad.
Who knows, right, with how it actually is going to be, but it's looking promising. But that's usually it. Normally, for Canadian winters, for those who are unaware, this is the distraction lesson, because this is going to be a quick episode. It starts getting a little chilly, like 10 degrees is, ooh, it's kind of cold out. Meanwhile, 10 degrees now would be like, it's nice, t-shirt. We flop a lot on that. And then that's September, and by October, we might get some light drifting of snow, and maybe snow that stays for like a day. But then by November, it's probably coming down. It's minus 10, minus 15, minus 20. December, yeah, that's your regular minus 20s. But then that bone chilling, the minus 30s, minus 40s, that's January and February. And we're nearing mid-February. So we're on that end. We're going to start coming back out of that into March, and it'll be great. That said, we've had snow in May. It happens. It's Canada. So, yeah. But there's our little geography lesson, and the meteorologist Scott here to tell you all about that fun stuff. But what we're going to do as well is talk about upcoming shows. We do have the Royal Rumble graphic we're still rocking here because we haven't confirmed fully our graphics for any of the other ones. We're like 99%, I think, on all of them. I actually think we are confirmed on them. We just haven't like locked them in to make the graphics yet, so those are coming. They're not on the page yet, but they will be probably added. As I say this, because CT will probably upload them from there. We'll have them next time. But Elimination Chamber is next weekend. It is February 19th, Saturday. I think. I always get that one mixed up. But it is the 19th. Yeah. And it's probably going to be a morning show, like I said. They haven't said that yet, but remember, Saudi Arabia shows are usually like 11 a.m. our time, so keep that in mind. BeerMe, let's dive in, because we've got matches for that, and we can just go right away. We've talked about the Elimination Chamber match itself, the Antidote versus La Familia, the world champ, with Urban and Blade, along with Black and former tag champs Cyrus and Alpha Dog. That is a tag match. The rules themselves will be kind of explained as we go a little bit, but it's still going to have that Elimination Chamber setup of release, so it's not going to be like War Games where like there's an advantage and then it's evened out. It could flat out be 3-on-1. There will be at least one of each to start. Like we're not going to have it where there's two members of the same team we just wait it out. No. But it will be some randomness, so we'll see what happens. But it will be a team match, and we'll go from there. CJ Hawk has a birthday open challenge. That is there. And we have the non-title match, of course, with the Canadian champion Smooth Rock facing Jonathan C.T. Martin. And that's it! So let's talk about other matches. BeerMe, you've got 4. I've got 4. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first? What do you
Sure. I'll go first this time. I'll go first.
Okay.
Okay, so we have...
Hold on, BeerMe. Hold on. You're a robot right now.
Oh, crap. You are too. Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh. We're robots! Okay, so this is the Robot Prediction League.
Right?
Of course, mine sounds clear, and that's the recording. Let's see.
Yeah, you sound good now, so I should sound good now.
You're good now, too. See, this is how this works.
Okay.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah,
We're
good.
Okay, so what did the robots want to keep you from announcing? What was the match?
Apparently, Terminator and Skynet were, messing with me a little bit. I got the team of CM Carlito and Wookie versus Dakota Alfine, Payne, and Kier 1.
Payne and Kier 1 versus Carlito and Wookie. Carlito and Wookie have had some issues. They're working through it, but I don't know how much you can work through that with Carlito, let alone Wookie. So Dakota Alfine might be able to capitalize on that. Different combination of Payne and Kier 1. Very curious to see how that goes. Who have you got for that match? Do you think Carlito and Wookie are going to be able to coexist? I had to say it. Or is Payne and Kier 1? I didn't even realize. I was just saying it naturally, and then I realized I said the thing.
Right.
Or is Dakota Alfine going to capitalize?
Well, I mean, here lately it's been one of those things where, well, at least in other promotions, if they coexist, they usually do. But I'm not going to go with that here. I'm going to take Dakota Alfine to pick up the win, and I think that Carlito and Wookie keep going down this slippery slope.
I kind of agree. I think there's too much exploding with Carlito and Wookie to capitalize on that. Doesn't mean it's going to crumble, but I think they're going to get capitalized on. I think is that. So I'll announce one, BeerMe, and this is one you might be interested in. You, BeerMe Jesus, and the GMSG, the must-see good guys, are tag teaming against the Strays, Mark Harper and Supreme Rock on the Kickoff. But you've got the other set of Strays that Red and myself just beat. But you've got them, I would say 1-on-1. No, it's 2-on-2, a tag match. You got them in Saudi.
Ah. All right.
Now, well, you usually bet on Strays, so...
Yeah, I usually do. I can't do that here. I got to bet on myself.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, we just picked up a win over Carlito and Wookie at Rumble, so let's continue the momentum. So... Hopefully make it 3 out of 4 to start the year of wins.
Keep that going. We're we've obviously got tag matches. We're trying to keep our tag division going and keep it. It is easy to be like, we can just do all these matches, and we realize, we need more tag matches. So there might be a lot that come up here and there as we try to keep that division with contenders ready, not who's next. So that's part of the plan there. So you guys, I mean, Strays were recent contender possibilities, and you guys are pretty damn good on a run of your own, so see what happens there. What's your next match, though, BeerMe?
Let me see. Okay. I have Cam, residential Canadian, taking on Casey Warden.
Okay. Cam, who unmasked at the Rumble, no less. Cam Popplestone.
Did.
It was him after all.
Who knew?
The dirt sheets. They had rumors, but you can never trust them. Versus Casey Warden. I feel like Cam has to win this, coming off that unmasking, right? Like, that's got to be the way to go. He can't lose this one. That's how I feel. So I think he's going to take that.
I think so, too. I think Cam's going to pull it out.
Let's see. The next one I have... Actually, this is funny, because that was on my list as well. So, oops. I think CT copy-pasted, and we both had that one. So I only have 3 matches to announce. The next one I'll announce is the other FBU member, Bastion. He's going 1-on-1 with Rate Wrestle. And another... We just keep... Bastion just keeps getting these 1-on-1 matches where it's like, okay, there's a challenge. But for everybody facing him, it's like, all right, this is your challenge. It's Bastion. So... I'm picking Bastion.
Yeah.
I always do in these situations. He's that good. It's not like favoritism. He's just that good. So I'm picking Bastion. But again, I say it every time. Ray Russell could obviously win this. Easily could win this. And I mean that easily. Yeah. It's Saudi. They're a little different on these shows. It's going to be a big show, a long show, with a lot of possibilities where outcomes might not be what you expect. So again, I say that's the kind of time to capitalize on Bastion. But if he gets a few things right, he can run away with it. So.
Yeah, it's true. I'm gonna pick Bastion, but I mean, he did beat Smooth Rock. He drew with McKennedy because McKennedy does the draw thing, or he used to, and then he went on that thing where he was beating everybody, and now he had a draw. And now he gets Rate Wrestle, so he's just going through this like murderous row, and he just beat Jace. So yeah, he's on a little bit of momentum. I'm gonna pick Bastion. And I will. I know. I just gave you an in-depth reason why instead of just saying, "Hey, that's my stablemate."
Yep. And he also is your stablemate, so there's that too.
Yeah, that's true.
What else have you got though?
I have the king of the family. I have Sebastian Escobar. He will be taking on your girlfriend, Redhead 12.
Fiance. Thank you very much.
Fiance.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Escobar. Yeah, that's threw me out of the Rumble. And she threw him out. So yeah, she'll win that. It's Escobar though. I'm not like I'll be completely fair here. He was heel of the year for a reason. Part of the stable of the year. His boys were tag team of the year. Like he's good. Like not like for all the number 2 jokes that are long gone. By the way, he's damn good. But he's not going to beat Red. We're on a run right now. Nah, not happening. What do you think?
Oh, man, this is tough. I'm gonna go.
Oh, I heard. Oh, I heard.
I know.
For Sebastian. Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick Sebastian Escobar here.
I understand.
And I don't have the best logic why, but I mean, you and Red have been doing really well, and especially tag teaming. But I figure maybe since this is a singles, Sebastian Escobar will get the victory.
That's fair. When you put it in that perspective, that does lean more towards his forte right now. To be fair, Red has been pulling most of the weight in our tag matches, so has been getting the better score, so we'll survive better in this. But I understand that logic. It is, again, a very viable opponent. Like Bastion, same kind of thing. Like, Escobar's damn good. I'm pulling for Red. I think Red's got it. Red can do this. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. The last one I've got to announce is Modstep going one-on-one with LJ. There's some story involved there. Yeah, it took a second. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that. Ooh.
LJ came back in the Rumble and cost JJ Rocky, and there's a collision course with them already confirmed for WrestleMania. Is going to face Modstep on the way, another creature. So this is a good chance for vengeance for Modstep on a lot of things. And LJ to see what happens when he gets back in there. He's not waiting till WrestleMania to compete again. He's coming out at the Chamber. So, I mean, by rights, LJ has to win this, but I don't know if he cares that he does. So I think he might actually like lose this and not give a damn, but do damage. Right. So I think Modstep's probably going to take it, but
it kind of feels like it kind of feels like he has some resentment a little bit towards JJ instead of like Modstep a little bit. I don't know. And plus, Modstep's been doing really well. Like he just had, I think, a title shot not too long ago.
He's back where he was in the JRPL before he became one of the best tag teams, where he had the shot at all the titles but never got the win. Then he got the tag titles and went on this 3-year run, and now that he's lost the tag titles and his partner, he's had shots at singles titles and can't get it done. It's like, oh god, we're back where we started. But he's still really good. I don't want to call him a gatekeeper, but it's almost like that. You got to get through him to prove you're good. Is kind of what it is, right? And I know that's a gatekeeper, but
right.
But he's not. He's got people in front of him. He just hasn't quite figured it out. I've been there. Believe me, I've been that guy who can't quite get those singles titles. So I understand where that's coming from. I think Modstep's got this win, but I think LJ, not that he's going to throw it, but let's be honest, he's here for JJ Rocky. But if he can take Modstep on the way, however he can, even in a loss, I think he will. So,
yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree.
What else?
Okay,
what's your last one? The last announcement we have for these ones, anyway, because I've got a WrestleMania match after this.
Yeah. Well, last match it's going to be you, Scott. You will be taking on Sheriff Dog in a hardcore match.
Yep.
Yep, that's happening.
Yep. We're going one-on-one.
Gray's wheelhouse right there. They like to get violent.
Yeah. I've had... It's been a while, but I have had my fair share of those. I'm a former JRPL ultra-violent champion with a successful defense. I'll remind people, and I did win a barbed wire, no-ropes match. But I haven't done hardcore in a while. So this is going to be a problem. I think the last one I had was goddamn the restaurant fight. Like, over just about a year ago. It was Valentine's Day, so that's, I don't think I've done a hardcore match since, aside from, like, the 4-way, which is technically hardcore, no rules. But, this one's personal. to get vengeance for Lee, and he'll be back. I've said it multiple times. He'll be back, and he'll get his own vengeance, but you still don't take out one half of the Outsiders and don't have the other half want vengeance. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. There'll be a proper promo for that. Again, this is not the promo part, but yep. This is the personal one. This is gonna be violent, very violent, as they probably want. And I like the idea of the characters kind of intersecting, where they're on totally different paths, and yet suddenly here they are, like a character with 4 years of history doing all these different things, encountering someone who has been very destructive against known entities. Like, by rights, Sheriff-Dog will take me out, right, by the history, but will he? Mm-hmm. Can he, against this person who's been resistant to all these things? So, just character-wise, that's just cool to me. I really like that a lot. But personally, I just want to beat his ass because he took out Lee. That's, this is the thing. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, looking forward to this one. Saudi show, going to be tough. Hardcore, very tough. Completely honest, I'm on a roll and haven't lost since like All Out, aside from Survivor Series. I'm betting on myself and I'm confident on this one. But I'm always sketchy. I'm like, hardcore match in Saudi? Shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough, but I am confident I'm going to win this one. I'm confident on that. What do you think?
I'm gonna pick you. I think you need to get a little bit of vengeance for Lee.
That works.
And and since I picked Sebastian Escobar to beat Red, I will pick you to beat Sheriff-Dog. But it'll be close. It will be a close match.
Oh,
I think it'll be by a point or two.
Probably. And you'd know. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
no, it's true.
Don't get me wrong. Like, even from the character side of things, I absolutely know that even in a win, danger's not over, because that's how strays operate. Hardcore match, there's 4 of them. I've got Red.
Yep.
I understand the situation. Even in a win, this might be bad, and I got a wedding coming up, so we'll work towards that and see how that goes. So I just gotta get this out of the system, get it done. Can move on to bigger and better things from there. So yeah. So my next announcement, BeerMe, is WrestleMania. Do you have anything for the shows in between?
I have something for Revolution.
All right. Well, let's scroll on down. That's going to be March 6th on a Sunday. Do remember. All we have there is the non-title with Smooth Rock and JD, plus McKennedy and Luke Gray, and that's it. I have no announcements for this, but like you said, we are filling that card out. We did actually just have a booking call and filling some stuff out. BeerMe, what's your announcement for Revolution?
My announcement involves the main event. The main event will be an 8-man ladder match with one representative from the 8 different factions. And the names will be announced soon. That's all I know.
It's like they're grab the brass ring, face of the Revolution ladder match, right? Yeah. I know I could just let people pull back the curtain a bit. We were going to have like a ladder match at Mania for a big thing, but then with this right beforehand, it's here instead. It was just like, a thing to be a ladder, because, they do it. So here we go. We've got it here at Revolution in Orlando. More to come on specifics on that. It's not even a month away, so that'll be coming quick. But yeah, that'll be a fun one, because the chaoticness of one from every faction, and you're talking 8 factions, which I guarantee people are going to be like, what factions, right? Like, that's going to happen, because math, there's actually more than 8. So which ones are in, which ones aren't? That's going to be fun. I look forward even to that little interplay as people try to figure it out as we come to it. That should be some good stuff. Do you have anything else for that one, BeerMe? Is that all you got for Revolution?
I do not.
Okay, do you have Supercard?
Nope.
Do you have anything for Mania?
I do.
Okay, I'll do mine first, because you did 2 in a row. Mine for WrestleMania is Relantando will go one-on-one with Hiro Shin Moses. This feud has continued. This feud has gone on very long. This feud has spanned companies. This will be a ladder match. And it will be with Hiro's mask on the line. Now, there's very personal issues with these two. The mask is like the root of all evil or the cause of everything. Right? Yeah, so obviously we're going to get some promos from both these two, and I look very much forward to those to see what happens with this and where they're going with this and how this is going to evolve. But the mask is on the line. And as far as I can think of from like JRPL days, aside from maybe Woody having a match with his mask on the line, we've never had an actual mask match, Lucha de Pestis. This is a bit different, obviously, but it's a ladder match for the match. I don't know if the mask is going to be hanging from the ladder or not, or what. I don't quite know. I presume so. But that, again, because we have this ladder match, we moved our like multi-man to Revolution. You see the booking there. I feel like Real Nintendo's got this one, but I don't know him as well for this kind of match. I still think of him as the Watson Rules, but he's worked well beyond that. So I think Real Nintendo... excuse me. Sorry about that. I think Real Nintendo's probably got that one. But Hero, like, there's a lot at stake. More than ever before, so... I don't quite know. Who have you got for that?
I'm going to go with Real Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
But this one could go either way because it's personal.
Right.
You know, this is a grudge, blood type feud, and anything can happen. He's gonna have to overcome Hero's. You know, is all of his like stuff because he's gonna bring it, and Real Nintendo's got to be ready. So if he can weather the storm, he'll win it, and I think he will.
I think no matter what, that's like WrestleMania moment. Ready, right, with the mask on the line and stuff like that. That's the setting something up for some epic stuff. So I like that. I like that one a lot. That's a good one. What have you got for your Mania announcement, though, BeerMe?
My Mania announcement is there will be a battle royal to open the show.
Anything else?
Nope.
Just battle royal.
That's it.
Okay. So what's at stake? Maybe, who knows? It's April. We'll figure that one as we go. Yeah, battle royal again. That's another part of the idea of moving the multi-man ladder match, which was just kind of like a Money in the Bank type of thing that used to be at Manias. Why have that here? Also, we'll have this, and that's like the WrestleMania battle royal, right? So we're gonna have that at the showcase of the Immortals, and yeah, it should be fun. And I believe we haven't talked about this, but usually this one's open to everybody. Because I mean, you were world champion once in a JRPL one and in the battle royal and won it. Like, am I remembering that right? Yeah. So
yeah,
it's probably open to everyone. We haven't discussed it, but I think that's what we did last year. I honestly don't remember. And we might actually discuss it after I've said this and be like, no, here's how it actually works. And then we'll follow up on the trenches. So keep that in mind. It counts as a match on your record if you win it. Otherwise, it's not a loss. It's a battle royal. It's a bonus thing like the Rumble does. You don't get a loss in your record for losing the Rumble. Same idea. And it's not like that's your only match. You'll still have a match on the card otherwise. But I think it's going to be for everybody, possibly. We'll see. It might be a case where the champions aren't. I don't know. We'll get there. But it opens the show. So, like, if you're a contender, maybe you're in. I'm just talking up my ass at this point. I really don't know what it's going to be. And we'll figure that out when we get there, obviously. And it'll be fun. So, yeah. But that's it. BeerMe, this is like 20 minutes. We haven't done one this quick in a long time. I don't know. I guess one thing I'll announce is that the wedding is coming up. And the Infinity Wedding with Red. Save the date. RSVPs will be out shortly. And I can tell you right now, it's not going to be at WrestleMania. That's the honeymoon. We're going to celebrate at Mania. It'll be before that. Don't know the actual date yet, though. It won't be Chamber, I'll tell you that. Because I have a hardcore match and don't want to get married that day. So,
right.
It's not Chamber. But that doesn't leave many dates. So we're looking at what we do with that specifically. There might even be some fun stuff beyond. But I'm working that out with the logistics of what's coming up. The next couple events will sort things out where we know what's actually happening with events. Excuse me, I'm coughing a fair bit. Sorry, guys. We'll figure out what's actually happening if we want to have it at, I guess, Revolution or something kind of in between. Well before Mania, though, because that's going to be like a thing, too. We don't want to, lose it in that. So we'll figure that one out. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. It'll be very, very fun. I mean, I'll be talking about it incessantly, so you don't need to keep an eye out because I'll make sure you know. You'll all know. It'll be fun, though. It'll be a lot of fun. I guarantee it. I mean, it's a wrestling wedding. What do you expect? Come on. This is me. Come on. It's going to be great. It's going to be what you expect, and yet not. I guarantee it. So, we'll end it there, BeerMe. That's this one. That's a quick one. And honestly, the next couple will probably be quick, too, because like the Chamber's next weekend. So next weekend is the next week's Trench is going to be another building show where we run down that card for last time, and then look toward Revolution and Mania. So it's going to be some smooth sailing. Will we do a Q&A in our like month-long gap between Revolution and WrestleMania? As I think of it right now, it's not a bad idea. I kind of like that idea, so we'll visit that as we go. If a show pops up out of nowhere March 12th, we'll figure that out and go from there. Like, we don't know if we got a payback or not. We'll see. That's what I'm kind of talking about. But we'll see. Maybe a Q&A is good there to see how people think after a year of us doing this stuff. That could be some fun, too. But, yeah, BeerMe. I think we'll call it there. Anything else you want to say to everybody?
Good luck, and when the picks page goes up, get your picks in. And hopefully everybody will make it to Saudi.
Please get your picks in. It's going to be a weird timing thing of like 9 a.m. on Saturday or whatever it is. Like, keep that in mind. Like, SmackDown will not be, like, it'll be before SmackDown just because the timing of when SmackDown ends, and like it's not even going to be 12 hours in between. Don't worry, we'll talk about that next week on Trenches. So we'll come back to that. But like, think about it now. Keep that in mind when that picks page goes up. Probably like Monday night or Tuesday, just to have a reference point. But yeah. Thanks again, everybody. This is, again, FPL in the Trenches for the Frontline Prediction League. Frontline League on Twitter. Frontline Prediction League is the YouTube channel here as well. Follow through to our Discord. Come into our live event chat. Watch us yell and scream about things that happen during the live events or even just the TVs and stuff that happens. And you can check out our Top of the Card podcast, Top of the Card Pod, on Spotify, on YouTube, on iTunes, and Top of the Card Pod is the Twitter handle as well. That's our wrestling podcast where the five of us talk the actual wrestling, not this stuff where we make it up. The real thing, like Keith Lee coming up, stuff like that. It's fun. So check all that stuff out. We thank you again for listening and watching. As always, have a good night.